Hey there folks, and welcome back to Twisted Metal. Where last left off, we deal with Hammerhead. Now on to the last two contenders for Twisted Metal. What we have left is Spectre for one of them. A classic ride from 1965. Fast and maneuverable, Spectre is a great rush on the open road. Scott Campbell is a restless spirit who hopes Calypso's contest can make him whole again. Special weapon, Phantom Burst. This missile will fly through walls and floors and home in for some major damage. Special weapon 4, well crap I said 2. Speed 5, handling 4, and armor 1. But yeah, I would definitely say special weapon 2. Because as much as it's a missile, it doesn't do a whole lot. It does as much as a fire weapon in terms of damage. It's kind of nice for in case you need to shoot something like basically beyond your reach at the end of it. Which that's what these ghost missiles do. I will note, these ghost missiles have a habit of just going off to their own horizon at the end of it, so beware of that. So you can't fully straight up directly rely on them unless it's the later renditions where they kind of got more fixed about that. Like example, I would say in terms of the best Spectre, it had to be TwistedMetal 3 for that variant. But in terms of the first two Spectres, they're kind of like this at the end there. Although I will say TwistedMetal 1 is just a tad bit more better. Just a bit. Because of the fact that how fast the regeneration factor is when it comes to the weapons, so that's a good part. Yeah, I'd say yeah, special weapon definitely a 2 for the most part. And Spectre, in terms of a character, I would say of its rank, it's kind of a B because it can basically this character can basically get what you want at the end of the day. It's just the problem is he's also a very slow fighter at the end of the day because as you can see there, just through like a lot of swirling of missiles, really didn't do crap at the end of the day. It did like a bit of a chunk, although I will admit that it's Warhog, but I still think at the end of the day, it's not really that efficient or that really great. It's good if you want to snipe someone from a distance a little bit, whittle them down, because that's the whole point of the strategy when playing as Spectre. Spectre is like similar case to Mr. Grimm. The difference is you need to avoid combat altogether and just basically whittle down the opponent at the end of the day, and that's basically the strat when it comes to playing as Spectre. Which, yeah, my word, I swear on that. Holy crap. Yeah, overall, Spectre is not a bad character. He's just not a great character, but he's a good character for the most part. Especially it's a C2 Corvette. On top of it. Yeah, considering 1965. That was the time the Corvette C2 was around. And probably the best variant in terms of old Corvettes. Besides the C4 Corvette. Yeah, the C3 has a lot of issues, but C2, very nice. I know this because I've been testing, so the C2 is a very monstrous machine in terms of classic Gran Turismo. Yeah, there we have Pit Viper here, hello. But yeah, so the whole point of playing as Spectre is be as dodgy as you can while dishing out. Because yeah, otherwise you'll end up almost like me there and almost die immediately. Because if Mr. Grimm so happens to snipe you from somewhere again with this crap. Yeah, this is what happened during the Hammerhead moment too. So there goes Warhog, he's gone. And deal with Pit Viper, which, oh my god, there are like 2 of those things. Cause yeah, I forget that they don't have a pause when they shoot their special, so there's a habit to where they can just unleash hell on you at the end of the day. So that's the worst part about the AI series, that they don't have any latency when it comes to shooting their moves at the end of the day. Considering you just saw Pit Viper just shot the gunk like twice. Where I know for a fact that we do have a latency when we fire missiles and stuff. Because I tried shooting twice with Pit Viper at one point. It didn't really work out. But yeah, so basically the best strat you can basically do as Spectre here is be as dodgy as you can and throw out whatever you think you need to throw out. There's a chance where that ghost missile will hit, and there's a chance where you just don't want to do anything at all. So that's the fun part when playing as Spectre at the end of it. So now to the freeway here, which what kind of fun? Oh, we got Yellow Jacket. Okay, I thought I was expecting Sweet Tooth there. I was like, oh god. I know there's a case that happened. I just don't know when. Or maybe it's already too soon, or too late on that, because I think one case I think it did. So one thing could be the next one I'm doing for that, but if it is, then wow, okay. But yeah, there's one big problem about Spectre. He's also pretty frail, as thing goes. Oh, and speaking of high character, you don't want to meet at all. You technically don't want to meet, but you do want to kind of just whittle him down at the end as much as you can. The great part about Spectre, though, is his speed. His speed is insanely good, for the most part. So then, like 130 on tops, for the most part. Which, you know, by muscle transmission, if this was an actual muscle transmission, that might actually be as legit as it can be. Because if you don't know much about muscle and sports cars of this yesteryears, they're usually stuck with either a 4-speed that's limited to like 130 or 140 in terms of miles per hour due to I don't know if it was a government regulation. I just know all muscle cars end up having a transmission of this low at the end of the day. Probably just to get the most out of acceleration, I guess, or just a dragster spirit. So I'm not really sure what's the best way to say it. I just know the Corvette is also that other case on that, and it's always been a strange case. Because reminder that I kind of said Corvette's basically a sports car, and as a sports car, you kind of would think, oh, in that case, it competes like something like the Jaguar C-Class or something like that. Sort of yes, and sort of no. I'll say that. Yeah, here we have Hammerhead here. Hello, Mr. I'm not Bigfoot. And we got Mr. Sweet Tooth. But yeah, I need to figure out what Sweet Tooth's truck is based off of. Because it's kind of weird to say this. I don't really know what Sweet Tooth's truck is based off of. In terms of an ice cream truck, I assume a Chevy truck. For the most part, from the looks of it. But I could be wrong. It could be Dodge, potentially. That'd be kind of weird. But yeah, I gotta look at all the ice cream trucks, see what kind of ice cream trucks are there at the end of the day, see if one kind of just hits the bill. Because it definitely has to be like an 80s and 90s base, for the most part, for that variant there. Because that's basically equivalent to almost the nowadays ones. Here we got Sweet Tooth here, which the great part about being at this little section here is that the opponents don't know what to do, so thank God of that. So you just unleash missiles as they go by, because they just don't know what to do at the end of it. I was trying to get that homing missiles, but I guess I didn't. Oh God. It's gonna be a little sneaky. Luckily, when you're chasing Sweet Tooth, he's not much of a problem because all he has is spring mines. If you ever end up having to chase him, for the most part. Here we have Hammerhead here. Shut up, buddy. Wanna get a little pokey? Yeah, oh my, we got a lot going on there. Right? Oh crap. Yeah, because I think I see Darkseid there. Oh boy. Hey, Darkseid. I'm just gonna go this way because yeah, there's 2 minutes of characters you don't want to meet around the corner at the end of the day. And I say 3 loosely because Hammerhead would be one of them. I say somewhat. It's kind of hard for him to hit you, but Darkseid's case is another story. And such. And then Sweet Tooth is the other one you don't want to meet around the corner. I'm just trying to throw as much swerves as I can at him, and then eventually it hits. As thing goes. Because yeah, that's the problem about the ghost missiles. They don't really go after the target. It just like dances around a bit and then eventually hits the target. Or just don't. It's so random. It's basically If you know Flower Power from TwistedMetal 3, it's basically essentially that, where you basically throw in a swirly bullet and hope to God it hits. If it doesn't hit at all, then it does flat out nothing. Cause yeah, when we get to Flower Power is just basically this case. Although, I will say, Flower Power has an excuse because the flowers hit the ground, where Spectres and TwistedMetal 1s, they just fuck off at the end. They just go to another place. Yeah, there goes Sweet Deer, he dead. Oh, here comes Darkseid. Ooh, luckily I got a freeze missile on him. I don't have my, oh shit, yeah, I don't have my machine guns. Cause yeah, that's the only problem, the machine guns do run out eventually. Which yeah, I call his special BS, by the way. Cause I did discover something, his special does not freeze people. As the AI one is implying, just to say. Cause yeah, that's the biggest BS I hate about Darkseid. The AI Darkseid is technically a lot stronger than the regular one because of the fact that his special freezes. Where when you play as him, it doesn't freeze. It pokes. At the end of it. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out here between Darkseid or is Hammerhead still alive? I don't think he is. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm just trying to whittle down Darkseid as much as I can, because yeah, like I said, the whole point is playing as Spectre is like playing as a poison type kind of character, is whittling down the opponent to the point where you're weak enough where you can just go in for the kill. Also, by Darkseid, hello, collision glitch, if I seen one. Luckily, they warp back. It's just the problem is, didn't really expect that. So yeah, I gotta run back this way. Got another health thing just in case. And that's if I survive as the thing goes, because reminder is Darkseid, he can just one-shot you if you ain't lucky. Luckily the Ghost Missile killed him, so off we go. Is it either Hammerhead or was it Roadkill? I'm trying to think. It was somebody for sure. So there we have a 1. You gotta be around here somewhere, where is he? Yeah, it's Hammerhead, okay. That's what up. I know it's someone. There we got Hammerhead giving chase, such a good luck, buddy. This thing goes, cause yeah, it's like playing as Spectre, it's like playing as a spy character at the end of it. You have to be very sneaky on your hits at the end of it. So yeah, there goes Hammerhead though. Goodbye. Now out to River Park Rumble and such. We got Sweet Tube, Dumper, Hammerhead, Yellowjack, Crimson Fury, and Dick Roadkill. What was that pit bunker? Here we got Hammerhead, which I try to throw swerves, but as you can see, they're just dancing around. Stop dancing! But oh god, back up. Oh crap. Oh, double crap. Hit him twice on that. Oh, hi, Sweet Tooth. Okay, thank god he left off. Thank the Lord. Now, anyways, as I am already half health after being an idiot. Yeah, the problem is when you try to do reverse driving, good luck trying to steer out of it sometimes. But that Dumper here trying to put his 2 cents, which good luck, buddy. There he goes. And then I got hit by something else. I think I got hit by. Oh, that was Sweet Tooth. Oh god, I was surprised about that. I will say I'm not hearing the audio cues, though. If I say, oh, that's Sweet Tooth, that's why. Sometimes that's the one thing I don't get to hear during the recording of this, is I don't get to hear the audio, which is weird. And butt crap. The one thing I hope Share Factory kind of fixes, because I don't know why that was taken out. Of all things. Because yeah, I'll just say this, the PlayStation 4 version of the Share Factory has it and stuff. Matter of fact, I might be making a special video in the future here. I don't know if now or later. I technically should probably do it now, because if you saw any ongoing news as of lately, Sony did the biggest L they ever could think of twice. One for the age verification butt crap, And the other one is turning the stupid DRM on. The real bullshitter that is the DRM, because oh my god, do I have some pretty words to say about that. But I'm not going to do it to this video though. I'm basically going to say it in a later video, hopefully. Just to put my 2 cents on that. Because, yeah, everyone needs to put their 2 cents on that. Because that needs to go. I'm sorry. Like, that whole DRM butt crap. Like, you only get 30 days. And you have to recheck in to refresh it. Is bullshit. If you bought a game, you own at least partial of the game. That's what I kind of think when it comes to ownership of digital rights. Matter of fact, if anything, digital rights need to be rewritten at this freaking point. Because otherwise, you got these companies pulling some exploitive shit, and to come out of Sony of all things, Sony, like Jesus. Because if you don't know about the 2014 moment of PlayStation 4's whole saying to DRM thing, which is kind of funny because the guy who did that example also got fired in the process. Massive bullshit. That's all I'll say. I don't know. I'll just say that some of the higher ups of Sony need to get fucking fired at the end of the day. That's all I'm going to say to that. Very much. They need to go. It's like, if they're going to be as corporal cucking exploitive as fuck, they need to go. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says about, oh, DRM's fine. DRM's never been fine. It never will be fine. We are living in an age where digital is making an advance over physical and stuff. And I believe that we should still have the same rights acquired from physical to digital at the end of the day. The fact that these companies are trying to exploit and take what is theirs because they want not only want you to be more active, they want to get extra penny out of you, is bullshit. We need to stand up against that and take the fight to them on that matter. If we do not fight that, we are going to lose everything. It is going to be a step of stairs that we're going to have to be climbing up on. Otherwise, they climb upstairs, they're going to step on at the end of the day. So if you're a person who is affected by this, because just say there was another reason why I took a break from gaming a bit, because I heard the age verification thing, and that actually scared me. I shit you not. Not that I'm like against or anything, and not that I'm like too young or anything. It's just butt crap, because the whole point is that you have to think of the whole children thing when that's not true at all. That's just dumb wanting to get your data at the end of the day, people. It's not dumb again thinking of children. The children is an excuse and will forever be an excuse. Don't believe me? Go check Metal Gear Solid 2. For that matter. Then you'll see the real example of everything. Because what happened in Metal Gear Solid 2 is what's about to happen in real life as we see it. A dystopia you don't want. You think you want because you want to get more lawful, but you don't want that. Because you're not getting lawful, you're getting controlled at the end of the day. That's the real terror to the story at the end of the day. And why we need to put our foot into that. We the people need to stop that. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not saying because I'm American. I'm saying because as a person and a being of this world of unite freedoms, we need to stop that. That's my whole story to that at the end of the But yeah, so enough of a tangent there anyway, so back to killing some bitches, as I guess. As thing goes. So there was Sweet Tooth here, he's about half health as of right now. Roadkill, he's about third or 2/5. As thing goes. Try to deal with Roadkill here once and for all, but then I got Dumper here, which Dumper, he's almost gone too. And about maybe a 4 at best. Yeah, I also got Hammerhead and that such. Then we got Dumper again. Ah, he's like going all over the place. Amazing. Oof. I got smacked by Crimson Fury. Like, oh shit. Lucky the health stations are back though. It's like, oh yeah, I need that. Yeah. I still got one big old mess, Sweet Tooth, to deal with. Yeah, as the saying goes, in terms of opponents you want to deal with immediately, you want to kind of technically deal with Sweet Tooth at most. Try to will him as much as you can around the scenes and stuff, because if you don't, he's just going to be a huge freaking problem throughout the whole fight. He's going to appear in spots you don't want him to appear at the end. I just want to get that. He's like Mr. Grimm, where if you bug off, you're going to give him what he wants, and that is a cheap shot to your head at the end of it. That's the same case with Mr. Grimm. You think Mr. Grimm's just effing off? You think he's just going around? No, he's planning. That's when it comes to Mr. Grimm and such, and Sweet Tooth on this matter. Yeah, it's very interesting. And I try to deal with Sweet Tooth here, because he's almost gone. He's just a tad. Has a tad left. Got Dumper here. Or good there. Good luck. Got a lot of people. Let's Sweet Tooth again. Oof, man, I took that directly. Good God. But, however, trade-off is, he's dead now, people. We got him. We got him, people. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. This thing goes. We got Dumper. Oh, God. Ah. Yeah, it is really easy to, like, do the barrel with the ramps sometimes when you hit those two wheels just right. And stuff. Okay, that's just Sweet Tooth's dead carcass. You good. Oh. Here's Hammerhead. So anyway, we need to ploy. We need to ploy. We should not ploy with these stupid spring mines. But the worst freaking pickups ever, and hopefully don't ever appear again. Or if they're gonna appear, make them even more ridiculous. That's all I'm gonna say on that, because yeah, it's just never been a good one. Oh, here we go. Hammerhead and throwing home missiles. Return some fury. Anyway. So at this point, I have learned enough from Crimson Fury to not technically mess with him as much as you think you want to. He really does have a fury intention sometimes, I'll just say that. Oh, there we go. Freeze him, do some damage, and ram, because I will say Spectre is a mid-light character. It's not a Federalite like Crimson Fury, so you can ram with him at the end, though. Which does shock me a bit, but yeah. That's a thing you can do. Just it. Oh, and here we go again. Got some more freeze missiles. Because, yeah, that's the one thing I noticed about this area. This area offers a lot of freeze missiles. So shoot again, bro. Ghost missile. Oh, and I missed. Because, damn, Ghost missile made. Okay, there we go. He did. Alright, one more. Just gotta go to the roundabout here. Because, yeah, like I said, the biggest problem when it comes to Spectre is that it takes a while till you're able to kill someone at the end of the day. That's like a very this at the end of it, because I'm still action. It's just not a fast action at the end of it. Which, yeah, speaking of Salt on Suburbia, here we go, baby. Sweet Tooth, Dark Side, Outlaw, Crimson Fury, Pit Viper, Warhog, Mr. Grimm, and Roadkill, was it? Okay. Yeah, at least you got all your beloved favorites, this thing goes. Yeah, hello, Warhog. Alright, we're off. Anyways. Got all there. There's no stories. Yeah, my stories. You know, I'm just seeing that one just dancing around. Jesus Christ. Just hit the guy. That thing goes, I just saw a skull. Alright, here comes Sweet Tooth, my big old buddy boy, which I got homing missiles just for him, which is also satisfying because how much damage they take. Cause yeah, that's the problem too. Sweet Tooth throws those as a freaking norm too. The worst part. Hey, he's trying to come back. Trying to get me. He is pissed off. I have successfully pissed the circle. He does not want those snowflakes. Yeah, that's a dead guy. Goodbye, dead guy. I go on the roundabout here, try to find more stuff, because yeah, that's the problem, is that weapons don't really dish out enough damage, I think. So if anything, I would say, if this game would get modded or tweaked a bit, but yes, speaking of what Sony shuts up, they should be accepting mods. I'm flat out going to say that. I am going to say that nowadays. If there's anything nowadays what gaming should imply to have at this point, is mod support. At this point, they should have mod support. They should allow mods to be in games, as more effective than what Odessa or Farm Simulator has done so far. But yeah, that would be a big old W for Sony if they ever want a W. That's a good W to do, is accept mod support. You wouldn't believe how many games would get rewritten, or how many sales you would technically make just for doing that. And stuff. Mod support should always be a thing, regardless how pirating or how nasty it makes the game appeal at the end of the day. The thing is, this is a single player local co-op. Well, I wouldn't say co-op for this one. It's co-op for the other one stuff. But for local multiplayer, which it's just 1v1, although they could, you know, add a mod where you can add opponents and stuff, that would be pretty cool and stuff. But no, I know what the real saying is too when it comes to saying innovations like that. Oh, it takes a cost and a penny to do that. We can't do that shit. No shit. And you know what? It will cost a penny or a goddamn dime over time, because once you normalize it, it won't ever be a problem. Ever. I can guarantee it. The only time it will be a problem is you have to regulate some mods, in case if some mods just weren't technically made in mind for the console at the end of the day. Which all I could say is have it PC tested first, and someone do a verified mod checkup, I guess. I guess that's the best way. Hire testers, you know, hire testers for this cause. So they can have it verified. When it's verified, then it can be released to the public press, and the public press can play that mod on their game as they so choose to. Similar case of what Bardesta, I think, does, believe it or not. I think I could be downright wrong, and they could just verify it anyways, but I'll just say this, that's what they should do. And if you did that, games like this would have more life than ever as a result. You wouldn't, in other words, you wouldn't have to imply the extra life to the game at the end of it, and such. And if there's a mod that's very sensitive, just remove it, because it might turn out that mod might actually be to an upcoming game in the future that might go against it. If you have to, you have to, but, you know, it just... Although I will say that could go both ways on that, so I don't know. It's a real debate when it comes to that. Doesn't matter. But, you know, that's another thing I could think of. God, this just feels like an episode, and it's good to talk about what Sony should do and what they shouldn't be doing. But yeah, if there's anything that should ever be greenlit, or, you know, gives more extra life to these games, so it gives a reason of people to play this dang game at the end of the day, just accept mods. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be scared of it. Just accept mods. That's all I'll say. For that matter. Because you wouldn't believe how much life it gives to the game when you add a mod to the game. If it's that enough to cause a game-changing change to it. Like, you could change the balance of weapons. You could change some things. You can add a character that wasn't fully finished. So that way the developers don't have to deal with that. Or don't have to pay in a stupid update for it or charge. Because, yeah, that's the other big L about Sony. I think people have to pay increments for their updates every time. For every time they have to update. That's why it takes a while to update sometimes. Unless maybe it's a Sony product, I guess, for that matter. Most, because that'd be kind of weird, have to pay your own update. But if that's the case, that's the case, though. It's a weird case, though. Because, yeah, I will say, speaking of DRM, I know Steam's not much better on that, but as of where it stands, they technically are when compared to Sony's whole walk-up. John, trying to grab these mine missiles, or mines here, but for some reason doesn't want to grab it, though. Yeah, there's some weird pickups here you just can't pick up for some reason. I don't know, that's just like in the basis of the game on that, or that actually could be a port problem. Because yes, because speaking of port problems, the mods could fix over what problems with the ports and stuff. Which would be technically nice. Like, example I can think of is the censorship for health pickups, because when we get to 3, you're going to know something very odd about health pickups. 3 and onwards, I should say. And I never understand why, just how it is, though, at the end of it. I'll just say this, the health pickups are green. Instead of the blue you come to know them of. Because they didn't want to base off the actual health colors. So blue and red are refrained from being used as health pack colors. So TwistedMetal had to change their health packs to green for 3 and 4. However, 2 and 1 are fine because this was before the times. I will note, I think for UK though, speaking of crappy bullshit age verification, for some European ports of TwistedMetal, or just UK entirely, TwistedMetal had to change the health packs when it came to 2 a little bit, if I recall. Yeah, we got Warhawk here, which surprisingly we already took down 2 people. That's a good part. Yeah, I think I took down Sweet Tooth and Melee, so that at least that's a plus for that part. Just trying to figure out a way to deal with Warhawk here because he's being a lunatic. And knowing how to hit me just right every dang time. And we got Darkside in the sewer area right now. But yeah, I think no matter what, how many times I do this playthrough, I don't think I ever really go into that sewer area because that sewer area is just not a good area to go into. There's like maybe 2 pickups in that sewer area to grab, but otherwise like the rest of it's not that really good to get when it comes to that area. That and it's very open. You technically don't want to fight opponents in an open area when it comes to this game. Since you don't have a shield to back you up when it comes to that scenario. Yeah, I tried to use the roof front, good luck that. Here comes Darkside, which I need to be careful about doing this. However, I will say, Spectre is very fast about... Oh god, that missile though. That missile sucked. He is right after my ass though. Oh Jesus. Ah! He's after me. I will say the good part about Spectre is that even going in reverse, he's pretty fast. So yeah, you can do reverse firing. So get rid of Darkside. There we go. And I get pop missiled by Warhawk here. It's like, okay, got some homing missiles just for you, buddy. However, he went off that way. You freaking knew. You just freaking knew. Come on, buddy, come back around. I'm sorry. Cause yeah, that's the great part about the ghost missile though, is if you're in between a wall between an opponent, the swerving missiles I think will technically get to the opponent. It's kind of weird. Oh god, that was Hammerhead on the right there. So yeah, they were trying to do pit maneuver. Trying to Pac-Man. As thing goes. Let's get this health here. Yeah, that's the thing about Spectre, as the thing goes. You need to be very hidden about how you shoot these opponents sometimes. And have a swirly, have another swirly. There we go, he's dead. Oh god, Crimson Fury. Oh, I really don't want to deal with you technically, but here, have some gun damage, which that was not worth it at all. He actually outran me a little bit there. Because he fucking did the whole... That's the one thing I love about these AIs, is that when they do that little ring about, they will outram you no matter what when they do that little thing. Because technically what is happening is that they're having all that speed within those spins. And that speed gives them the ability to outram you. It's weird to say that. Very weird to say that. Oh, here comes Warhog. And he's dead. And he dead. Oh, I got Crimson Fury here though. Uh oh. And my health is low. Need to find a health station as fast as I can, but I think all the health stations are used, so I'm going to have to be a bit slow about the next hits here, so to say. At the end of the day. You got Pit Viper over there, got Hammerhead left, got Crimson Fury now low as well. Thank the Lord. There he goes. Got the homing missiles. The Pit Viper. Oh, one's dead. Okay, so we got Pit Viper. That alone. Throw a swirly. Oh, my swirlies. Give you a swirly. Ugh, freaking gnat. Oh, gnat. This is weird. There we go. Got another bang of homie bangers. Throw a swirly. Oh, that's all that. Try to go over here because yeah, you're trying to go around the block. Good luck. Like really, honestly, good luck when it comes to mobility tactics because Spectre just runs around them through circles and back when it comes to mobility on this card. Because compared to 2, where the 2 has a bit of a jank to it where it slides a lot and stuff, this is like phenomenally better than that one overall when it comes to that. If there's anything I like about 2's case, it's the color, because yeah, it's just a silver color. Which is not a bad color, it's just not the greatest. It's like you made a Mercedes, but Mercedes is supposed to be known for that sterling silver color, you know. I'm also not saying a Corvette should be silver, but the thing is, what made the Corvette stand out, well, especially the C2's case, is that they also added red pinstripe on the hood. That was the other thing. Which this one has none. Heck, if anything, you should have added a ghost green color to the top. That'd be very interesting. Cause yeah, if I had to choose between which, holy crap, he just went around in circle. I think I go around circles. Which, yeah, that's not doing anything crap. Oh. Run! Run! But yeah, as the saying goes, I will say, if you leave any light opponents left for last opponents, they usually become a menace. That's the only bad part. But yeah, you would think, oh, it's going to be a comfort ride throughout. Somewhat. I'll say that. But we are finally done with the assault on Cyberbia, so on to rooftop combat for the last of the 10 to 11 minutes here. Spectre here. Because yeah, like I said, Spectre is just one of the long runners when it comes to this in general. Because yeah, as you can see, I technically didn't really die at all. Mostly survived most of the way here, as thing goes. Okay, so we got Hammerhead there doing a swirly. Or another swirly. Go, go, dance around. Now hit them. Hit them if you can. As it goes. Yeah, the good part, since Spectre is a fast character, you don't have to deal with the terrible deadly gap when it comes to the rooftop combat here. Look at that. Yeah, got Pit Viper, Roadkill. Deal with the stupid guy in the corner, because that guy's always there. He's always there. Here, you like Popsies. Here, have some powers. Have some fires. You're fired. Alright. That basically straight up almost killed. I don't know what was up with that swirly. It didn't want to target Roadkill though. But, which, oh my. I think I did that unintentionally because I think I was trying to turn around and just drive off. But for some reason, it sometimes will turn a lot more than it should. I think that's the one issue about Spectre, just a tad. You gotta be careful of hitting that handbrake just a tad. Try to get these mines here. Oop, okay, there we go. Just gotta take it slow. Don't jiggle the throttle now. The thing is, throw a swirly, see if that hits somebody. Doesn't look like it though. Get the box. Got Pit Viper throwing her spew. I don't need that thing. There's some mines here because they're coming back up here. Yeah, I gotta say, I am surprised how much they didn't realize that this area here is very exploitative. Like, good lord. If they made the ramp, like, just go straight up from the left of the way, that would be so much better for the AIs to not get effed over by, basically, my case here. Because, yeah, because of this basically allows Minion to be not much of a threat. Although, he's still kind of a threat, so... I mean, either way. I mean, you did give us a 50-50 chance at the end of the day, so, you know. And maybe that was the intention. Is to have the opponent deadly, but, you know. If you know what I mean. I got Turbo there, but I don't need any since playing as a character where you basically just don't need it. Such fire missiles. Fire missiles. Oh god. And ooh. Good god. Yeah, I'm trying to just run away because he's just hell bent on me for some reason. I don't know what I did. What did I do? Spectre missile, which can't do anything. There's some oil. I heard you like pollution. Alright, throw the swirly, didn't do anything again. Yeah, I will say, your swirly missiles ain't gonna do a whole lot of effect when it comes to the rooftop. And then we get back up here, probably just go ahead and get the health at this point. Yeah, just get the health at this point. I will say, Roadkill probably just dropped on me. Yep, he is. He's right there. Run, 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 run. Let's go this way. Yeah, probably gonna hold missiles. If the damn air duct. Yeah, okay, there we go. I usually have problems with that air duct. Hey, Roadkill, you're dead. And you're dead. Alright, now to Minion. Since I kind of spoiled it. Oh well. So here's Minion. Here comes big boy Minion. Okay, he's on the top right now. And he comes dropping down. I think. Yeah, there we go. Throw the swords. Hopefully one of them hits. And they did. I threw a freaking power missile. I just realized that. You really don't want to throw those. Yeah, at least did some damage. So, all right, then run. Yeah, that's a great part of actually. You just bye. As they goes. Okay, bye. Anyways, throw another swirly, which that should hit him because he went through the wall. Yeah, like I said, when it goes through the wall, it gets a. I want to say it gets a boost when it does that. So it's kind of weird. It's like you want to get behind cover and fire it. I see a guy there. Are you gonna deal with me? Because I see the guy right there. He's gonna shoot you. I already saw him by that barricade there. Oh, and I did do crap. So some fire missiles. And we're about to do some rough moments here. Yeah, nothing there. No. Oh, well, there's oil right there, but that's not gonna be worth it. Okay, I do have a dead carcass here, and so any hit. What the hell? Any hits that he'll try to do won't hit me, luckily. So he'll have to go around the dead carcass to get me. Cause yeah, I will say there is another good reason to have dead carcass because it technically makes a high-end spot for you. Which is the other thing I like about having the dead carcasses still there at the end of the day, because without that, you can just shoot through that, so that would not be great. So get the mines here, turn around here, and then get that. Throw a swirly, which ain't gonna do crap. And then figure out what else kind of pickups to get. Okay, home missiles. That works. Now I just gotta wait till he gets down the ramp. Ouch, damn it. Get down the ramp here. However, I think I'm about to get blasted here. Oh god. Oh god. Ooh, oh, yep, gone. Just like that. Because he'll eventually start targeting, he'll juggle you. And once you're juggled, you're basically just kind of done. Just a reminder, I was 2/3 of health, just like that. Pop like a bubble, as the thing goes. Pretty good. Throw the swirlies, because since I got plenty of those now. Fill it, bastard. Alright, kill the stupid moke on the corner. Alright, here comes Mr. Minion once again. Now we go this way. Get that another. Oh, the homing missiles came back already. Okay. Okay, I figured the power missiles by now. And here he comes, going all in. Jesus Christ. Oof. Thought that one. Just worry. Just worry. Yep, it hit him. Good. Good. I'll go up this way. And I'm trying to figure out, should I deal from there or should I just get to help? Just get to help. That point. Get the fire missiles. Throw a ghost missile that I'm hoping that would hit, but I don't think it did, or if it did, it wasn't a lot. I do recall health bars being weird sometimes. He is on the roundabout for some reason, I'm not sure why. Throw that. See that hits, which didn't. Throw another one. Oh my god. Why does he just dance around that bad? Anyways, he's dead. Congratulations, you have won the 10th TwistedMetal competition for the meat quits on the receiver prize. You are the winner of the competition, are granted an audience with Calypso, the creator of TwistedMetal contests. As you speed into his underground garage, you spot him surrounded by hot bay bodyguards and suit bodyguards as well, and seated on a throne of broken car parts. His face is beyond recognition, his smile is hideous. He speaks. As you know, I shall now grant any prize you request. Please, sir, you say, I just want to be alive again. Yeah, that was this whole time. For the last 5 years, you have been a spirit, a ghost, a dead guy stabbed by a maniac serial killer at a local circus. Wonder what that is. You were killed. Since then, your soul has been wandered the earth in search of a way to come back to death. Now you have your chance. As winner of the TwistedMetal contest, Quetzal must grant you any wish you ask for, and he so does. In a flash of bright white light, you are to the LA night, heading home to be with your wife and little girl who was born 3 days after you died. Your heart is racing and tears are streaming down your face. It feels great to be alive again. Just saying the loss, he relives him and then shoots him. I kinda wish he kept that end, but oh well. But that is the end of Spectre. Basically, as the saying goes, he's not a bad character, but he just takes a bit to take out opponents at the end of the day. So until then, folks, I'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care and ciao. I hope you like what you watched here, and Sonny, you can F off on that knowledge. Until then, people, I'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care and ciao.